Hello, hello. Welcome to the Introvert Social Hour. My name is Kayvana, and today we are talking about summer bucket lists. Summer bucket lists are a big thing for me, especially. I love sharing my summer bucket list. I even like doing like some bucket lists throughout all of the seasons, to be quite honest. But I had to drop an episode on summer bucket lists because people always wonder, what are we doing? What are what they want ideas, they want a vision, they want a vision board, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I brought my friend Chris, aka Topher, to talk about this today. I am super excited, and I would love to get your insights on things you've done, things you're planning to do in 2026, and I'll give you some of my insights because we're doing things from staycation vibes to if you can. I know times are hard and things are struggling right now, but if you see a vision for yourself going somewhere big also. So first of all, welcome, Chris. How you doing today?
I'm alive. I'm here. Peace and love.
and that's what matters.
Yeah,
That's
how are
what
you? Well, I guess you already said, but yeah,
I mean, it
no.
was off. It was off camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing fine. Yeah. Right now, figuring out what I'm gonna do. When you're just like living and working, life gets so boring, and you need
Yes,
things to do. Like you need things to look forward to. And
absolutely.
so right now, I'm in that era of like, okay, what's the next plan? Because I'm bored.
Yep. You're
Like if
like,
that means if the budget isn't budgeting,
uh-huh.
maybe it's a weekend trip. Where are we
Mm-hmm.
going? Are we hopping on a train? A little cheap, $15 ticket. Like
Exactly.
last year I went to Connecticut for a weekend. People were like, "Why, why Connecticut?" I was like, I've never been to oh my gosh, where'd I go?
Did you go to New Haven
Thank
or
you. Yep. I don't know why I would. Yes,
see the
I went
Yale
to New Haven.
campus, go over and enjoy some good food? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what, YOLO. I was like, never been. I can check off a city. I've been to Connecticut before, so the next goal of mine is to check off more states. Like we have nothing but
Oh, really
options over
nice.
here. So
Oh my
I've
gosh.
never been to Philadelphia. I'm like, girl, it's right there. It's like around the
What?
corner.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So good. An hour and a half train ride, I think. It's
Literally.
beautiful.
So that's next on my list
Hmm.
to do, and then I'm like museums or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's the
Yeah.
plan.
That's awesome.
I am curious in regards to summer for you.
Hmm.
What are your ideas? Like, I know this is going to be your first like big summer in New York City, especially. So we'll
Hmm.
talk about that too. But what are
Yeah.
your usual like go tos for summer in regards to big and small things?
So for the summer, that's the time where I want to try to visit like national parks, go camping. It's the perfect weather for that. Find new spots to explore in terms of hikes also because you can't hike in the winter unless you're prepared like that, which I am not. And so I would say those are the biggest things I try to do in the summer is just venturing out of wherever I'm at. So whether when I was in California going to like Yosemite, Joshua Tree, even out to the Mojave or Vegas or Grand Canyon, here in New York, it's a little bit different because things I don't have my car. I can always rent a car, but those prices. But the upstate cities and towns are really, really nice too. Like I've been to Sleepy Hollow a lot. I think that I would definitely want to go to Tarrytown again. Um, the Appalachian Trail is also on a train ride. You can go to Jersey on a train ride.
Mhm.
Orange County also seems they have like a lot of trails there too. And like you said, just on the East Coast, the states are so close together that I think it's so easy to just kind of hop around a bit.
Yeah.
I did think about going to Vermont, and
Nice.
because especially, but I might say that for the fall because I want to see the fall foliage, and so
Yeah.
that would be like the bigger things. The smaller things I would say is, I guess, try new foods. I was just talking to my friend earlier about this yesterday, but one thing that I really like to do is take the seasonal food offerings and just kind of like try a little bit. And he was like,
Mm.
"Oh, like what are the seasonals like for spring?" And I'm like, "I think right now I've seen a lot of like I don't know how to pronounce it, so I apologize, but I like sakura or like the cherry blossom like flavor.
Yeah.
um
Oh
they have a
wow.
lot of that flavored kind of like drinks or ube inspired drinks,
Mm.
and I feel like those are kind of like those spring flavors that I've been seeing a lot. They just had the ube festival a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
and they have, I think, a Filipino fest coming up in May. And so I think for me the
Mhm.
smaller So while I have those big things, the smaller things is like trying new foods and just trying any seasonal activities that I can't do in the fall or winter. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed because literally you've been so many places. I've seen your adventures. Sleepy Hollow, I was about to say Sleepy Town. Sleepy Hollow and Terrytown were on my potential travel list last year and I just ended up not going. And I
Hmm.
saw you had like hit those spots and then like you're hitting like other places uptown and I was like, Chris is on the move. He just got over here and he is just flowing through, all the places nearby. I was like, that's really solid.
I appreciate
Um,
that.
no,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
if you ever want a buddy, I love it up there. But yeah,
That's
I
so
jumped on that train
cool.
really because I moved during the end of summer, early fall, and I knew
Mhm,
that I wanted to go see Sleepy Hollow during
mhm.
like Halloween. So I actually saw
Gotcha.
the parade there, and that was lit.
I
So
saw,
yeah,
yeah. So in general, how was Sleepy Hollow? Was
ah,
it giving like headless horseman?
yes, yes. If
Okay.
you the town, like the street signs are in
Mhm.
orange, they're all decked out like in the little pumpkin.
Fancy. Okay.
I just went like a few weeks ago to meet up with my friend to get dinner, and it's
Mm,
like it's still it's still that kind of feeling. They have the
mm,
graveyard and the Philip C. Manor that you can go and
mm,
visit. So I feel like it gives very small town vibes, and I think that they during that Halloween season they really play into it, and like
mm.
the firehouse is decked out with like decorations, the fire trucks are decorated. um
Okay.
Terrytown I think is there's a lot more shops and I guess like places to eat. I think because I kind of walked a
Okay.
little bit into Terrytown when during the Halloween fest,
Mhm,
and I felt like that was like a little bit cuter to explore. Sleepy Hollow is very small; it's a lot of residential, and besides like
mm.
the manor and the graveyard, there's not too much to do, and the restaurants are kind of few and far between. um,
Gotcha.
you know, and
Mhm,
it is a little bit hard too because a lot of the reviews are based off of the season when all the tourists come. So then,
mhm,
if you're trying to go like during the spring or summer, I think it would still be really cute to explore and kind of see those shops. I would say
mhm.
in Terrytown, but yeah, those are my vibes.
Okay. Yeah, I always said I'd probably just wait for like fall season. Like I don't need to be there for, all the things, but yeah, that's based off my research when I did. I was like, okay, like if I just did it by myself, I was like, I'd probably be like, okay, cool. This is like,
Yeah,
you
just
know.
just walk around and be like, oh, little shops.
Yeah,
Um,
that I think that's why I'm like anywhere I'm going, it's gonna cost money. So I'm like,
mhm.
do I just want to go just to spend money at some shops for a second? So I think about that too. Because I've also
Yeah.
considered Cold Springs.
Mm.
That's been on
Yes,
my
yes.
list.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Mhm.
yes. I want to do
Have you
that
been?
too. No, no, I really
Okay.
want to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
been on my list for the past like few years, and I just haven't been yet. I was like, I just want to do a quick day trip, and then
mhm.
I was just like, I also think about transportation after you're
Yes.
there off train. It's like, okay, do I gotta Uber places? Do I gotta,
Mhm.
is it walkable? Things like that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing too. Yeah.
I was gonna say that is one of the like more downsides. It's a good thing because all those towns up there are kind of small and walkable. Their areas, but
Mm,
like at the same time, if you want to do anything more than just what's around the station, it does like require a car or walk for
yeah.
like an hour.
Right.
um, but
Oh,
have you been apple picking? Because that's another thing I was gonna say. No.
I don't want to.
What?
Mm-mm. I know. I know it's a very like fall thing to do, and I'm just like, nah.
No. Okay. Hey,
It was something I considered for a while, and after really thinking about it, after like the past few years of deciding, am I really gonna do it? It's like, nah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
understand that. I
Mm,
went like last summer and it was really fun. I
mhm,
went with like my roomies, and
mhm.
it was a good thing to do once, I would say.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
I go again, maybe make it a day or like
Mm,
maybe like a with a bigger group of friends. I guess like
mm, mhm,
it's giving like OC Fair kind of. At
mm,
least when I went. Besides like the apple picking, they had like people performing and they have like their little vendors and stuff. But
mhm.
yeah,
And as OC, you're being Orange County? Question
yeah,
mark.
Orange County
Okay.
Fair.
Cool.
Sorry,
That's
yeah,
good thing.
sorry.
I'm California, but I'm a Bay Area girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
But
right.
yeah.
Or like Del Mar Fair, or
Yep. No.
for San Diego? No.
We'll say I've never been, but now I know
Oh,
what you
okay.
mean though. Literally, you
Okay.
said OC. I said I'm pretty sure it's Orange County, but let me just double check. Yeah,
You're
because I
like,
you hear about these things, but I've just never been. Yeah.
that's right. That's right. Uh,
No, that's funny. Um, No, and I've never been to the Del Mar Fair either. But I think that those are things, for example, that are worth looking into.
Yeah.
Not specifically Del Mar Fair, but like you think about the things that are nearby. Like,
Yeah.
so even if you're on a budget, like you're really on a budget. This is to the
Yes.
people out there. I know every city's different, especially
Mhm.
if you're in New York City. There are no excuses, and I say that to myself too, because there's
Mhm.
something everywhere at all times. Especially summer, there's
Yeah.
so much free stuff.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm pretty sure, like whether it's in your town or somewhere nearby, somebody has some fun event happening that's
Yeah.
worth looking into, whether it's a fair or a food market. The New York City loves a good night market during the
Yeah.
summer and spring and like early fall. And I love me a good night market too. Queens Night Market is my favorite.
There you
The
go.
food never goes past $5.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No way. That has to be on my bucket list now. I was gonna
Yes.
ask you. I was like, what are your like big and small things that you like to do?
I love Queens Night Market. I'm like
Yeah.
$5. Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
come over here. I'm gonna get me some lumpia. And then I'm gonna
Oh,
go over here and give me a tornado little French fry potato thing. They got a few
yes.
different flavors there. And I'm gonna go get me a bev here, and I come back get me a fish sandwich. At that point, you're like, okay, I got me a full little diverse meal for about
Yeah.
$20. I'm like, I'm
Exactly.
fine. That works for me. You sit, you got some good music. They have because it's at the park, so people like to picnic. I've never like sat and picnicked. I just like
Mm-hmm.
to walk around. It gets busy. Sometimes it's busier than other days.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot most they have entertainment like music. So usually there's people playing music. You're just walking
Mm-hmm.
around, grabbing food, and you do
Yeah.
what you do. It's super fun. My mom likes going ever since she's only went twice now.
Mm-hmm.
But it had been on her like list. She'd wanted to go when she finally went. She was like, "Oh yeah, this is nice. This is nice."
Yes.
And then she went again last year when her and my sister came. So
Really
that's like
nice.
her we must do every time I visit kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. As long as it's open. I told her like they usually do their last event in October.
Got it.
And so I was like, if you don't want to come in the summer and she's done spring and summer, I was like, maybe it's time to do a fall trip.
I mean, like she needs to see the fall foliage through
Right?
Central Park and experience that nice brisk coolness.
I miss it
Um,
already.
yes, yeah. Wait, so then the Queens has a night market like in the spring? Then you're saying?
It's all the same, but they have like their they warm up in spring
Mm,
and then they do a full kickoff like into summer. It's like end of spring. They're like, okay, we're here every Saturday.
got it, got it.
Bet.
Okay,
And
bet, bet.
then and then it's like, cool, I'll be there. And then they trickle off around September, and then they're like,
Got it.
we're back for one last hurrah before
Hmm.
we're done for the year. So that's what
Mm,
it kind of is. Like the first one is like a you pay to get in, just a warm up welcome for the season because
yeah.
they expect it's going to be really busy. So they're like, we're doing tickets.
Mm-hmm. To
Also
try
helps
to
us for
control the
funding,
crowds. Yeah.
control the crowd and funding. Yeah,
Yes.
because like we're only keeping it at $5,
Hmm.
per food item that you get, and that's max. Sometimes the food item doesn't need to be $5. You can get a pastry. Yeah. So my question is, what is your plans for New York this summer? So what are you planning to do that you either haven't done before in general, New York related or not, or something that is specific to New York because you have that opportunity to do that now? Like you could go all out this summer.
Yeah, I think that's a good question. Thank you. I would
Yes.
say scale the Rockefeller Tower and, just be the King Kong that I knew I was.
I love that. That's where we went.
There we go.
LOL.
No,
Here, I thought you were gonna say Empire State Building. Like,
no, no, Rockefeller. I want to SNL. I'm coming for you. Um, I think like for me,
just knock on my door.
I would say I did a lot last summer, but I think this summer, you know, that's such a good question. What do I want to do? I think one thing I might want to try to do is go to Coney Island, just so I can say I've done
Um,
it.
Try it out.
Yeah, exactly. Try it out and see, was that hot dog eating contest really worth the hype?
Hot dogs aren't worth the hype, in my opinion.
Oh no.
But I agree, you should do it at least once. Like, I did Coney Island 2024, and I was like, okay, this was cute.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right, I'm gonna go. It's way overpriced, which I already knew.
Oh no.
You go on their rides, and you're paying like one ride is like $15 or something like that. Like one ride, when you buy a ticket, it's like it only really covered like, but I wasn't paying that much. I was like, I'm doing one singular ride just to say I rode a ride at. I did two rides actually. They
Yeah.
had like a kind of like scary one that you
Mm.
sit and it drives you kind of through.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
reminded me of like Haunted Mansion at Disney, but like it was kind of a bit more jump scary.
Got
The
it.
Haunted Mansion is just chill.
Got it.
And then
Uh-huh.
the actual roller coaster they have is like ancient. Like I love a good roller coaster. I've never been on a roller coaster where I was like, I think I'm in pain.
You're like,
Jerky.
shit.
It's like wooden. They're like
Yeah.
actually operating it and
No.
changing the gears in
They're
front of you.
driving in the front. They're like, okay.
Like they're
Yeah.
like, "Hi, welcome in."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a one and done. I think the hot dogs though, I think personally, I think they're too salty. Yeah,
Got
that's my
it.
opinion.
Got
But
it.
I think you should do it because it was really nice. You walk on the boardwalk, saw a freaking lizard, like a really big lizard.
What
Someone had like
the?
a really big lizard, just like they just be doing random stuff on the
Yeah.
boardwalk. Walked, saw the water. People were on the beach. To be fair, I went on 4th of July.
Mm, okay.
It was
Okay.
busy, but I think there was a fun in that too. I didn't mind the
Yeah.
busyness. I was just like, let me just experience Coney Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think okay. I might, you know what? I might not. Just cuz like I again like I'm
Wait, no.
well I mean well,
Wait.
to be fair, it's because like I grew up I guess like adjacent to a beach town. So like I kind of are you familiar like with Newport Beach and Corona del Mar, Laguna Beach, like
Mm-hmm.
that whole
Yeah.
area. Um they have piers, they have boardwalks, and I feel like Santa Monica was enough. I'm like, I think, but I don't know, maybe I don't know. I think that might be on my lower. I think my top thing I want to do is explore the different boroughs more. I've been exploring Brooklyn a
Yes.
lot, and I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be one of those people that were like, oh, everyone wants to move to Brooklyn. Like, okay, it's like overhyped. And then I get there and I'm like, dang it.
Nah,
I'm like, everyone
yeah.
was right. No. I was like, I'm a part of that. So
Oh,
I
wow.
really want to explore a lot more Brooklyn, in Queens, like you said, like the market. Just trying food in Astoria also, and Flushing. Um, and then
Have you been? So you haven't been? Sorry, have you not been to Flushing at all yet?
no, not
Okay,
yet. I
gotcha.
really
Okay.
want to. And then honestly, I think I'm trying to think. I guess like I don't have any expectations for the summer just because I feel like that's a time where like pop-ups are super every single week there's
True.
20 million pop-ups, and
Hmm.
the tourist crowd comes, and then it's like, okay, what are people doing? Where's all the crowded spaces? And so I can like try to look
Everywhere.
around. Everywhere, the whole city.
Everywhere's credit.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I don't know. What are you planning? Because maybe I'll draw some inspiration from you.
Yeah. I always love a good movie night
Yeah.
in the park.
Hmm.
So I've become a Bryant Park girl, like
Yeah.
101%. I think their summer programming is really freaking solid.
Mm.
I, in 2024, made it a habit of mine to go to their bingo in June.
No way.
And then last year, I like completely missed all of their bingo sessions. I was one for a portion of it out of town, and two, by the time I came back, I think I got sick or something like that.
Mm.
Which tends to happen these days a lot when I travel, even though I'm wearing a freaking mask. But that's a whole other
No.
topic. So I miss bingo,
Hmm.
and I know that's a very like older person activity, which I totally disagree. But
No, I think
there's
that's
so many people
fun.
out there.
That sounds
Yeah, because it's
great.
so fun. Like, what? I'm gonna get a Whole Foods gift card, or like, I
Yes.
love free stuff. You don't have to pay to enter. Like,
Yes.
you just go up, get some bingo cards, sit for an hour. And fun fact, the last bingo I did in 2024 was the last session because they only do them in June.
Oh.
Usually on Wednesdays.
Hmm.
It stormed, so we were mid bingo session. They were like, hey, so the storm that's supposed to be coming today, yeah, it's coming faster than we thought, so we're gonna end bingo.
No. Okay.
Yeah. But I love their bingo. Bryant Park does movie nights.
Yeah.
I've been making a habit for the past few years to go to at least one a year, and then they have Broadway in the park.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I haven't been since 2024, but I would love to go back to do that, which I think is more possible now since I'm not too far away for work, which is nice.
I just remembered also, I really hope this year I can do Shakespeare in the Park. I really hope. I'm like,
Yeah.
last year I was so mad. I was like, no.
It was so hard. I promise you, it's usually not that difficult. It was the cast. It
Yeah.
was I freaking love 12th Night. And the
Hmm.
fact that I could not see it, I was like, you know what? It is what it is. It's okay. I love Lupita Nyong'o. I
Hmm.
could not, like, it just wasn't going to happen.
I was gonna
But they have
say,
two shows this year, though. One's happening, right? It's coming up. They're doing Romeo and Juliet. And
born. I'm just
then
kidding.
right.
Just kidding.
That's their like warm up to the
Mm,
actual Big Bang, which we don't know anything about yet.
got it.
So we shall see what the casting is and stuff for that for the bigger one. But their focus right now is on Romeo and Juliet.
Okay, because I
But
know
yeah, that
last year this cast was just star studded. I was like, wow, everyone is just.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so,
and I love that people are like, oh my gosh, but sometimes in those case scenarios, it's like, and I think we see this in Broadway too, like, oh, I got to see this person because they're a celebrity,
hmm,
but they don't really appreciate the actual art.
hmm.
Like, they're not theater people. Like, I heard some stories of like people being rude at Shakespeare in the Park.
What
Like,
the
this is a theater
hell?
performance, like, and you're talking and you're chit chatting through it and you're doing this and that, but they don't like. These are just people who are like, oh, I hear that these really famous people are on a show. Let's try to get tickets for it, and
Mm,
somehow they're the ones who get to see it.
yeah,
And, you know,
what the
I'm like, give me your
heck?
ticket.
Yeah, what the heck? Mm-mm.
Yeah, people leaving midway through the show because it's not.
Like it's
It's
not what
just
they
it.
expected or something. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we're singing Shakespeare. It's 12th night. Like we don't
Yeah,
know
this
what
is
to
kind of
expect.
boring.
Yeah, let's leave. And I'm like, girl,
Yeah,
girl.
I would have loved to see it. I'm so jealous. Sandra Oh, like,
Yes.
man, yeah. But no, Shakespeare in the Park for sure. That's a cross my fingers thing.
Hmm.
It's just really hard when you're a person who works
Yeah.
to try to get tickets. I'm like, hey, so all of your lotteries in person are like at 12 o'clock, and then people are lining up at like 5 a.m.
No.
for stuff. So I'm like, I cannot do that.
Hmm.
Um, so that, um, for sure, night market. I said I want to do a different night market.
Oh yeah.
Smorgasbord, Borg,
Smorgasbord. Yeah, that's in
yeah,
Prospect Park,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
move around. They do a few
Oh,
different spots in the city.
got it.
So, I said I would finally go to one of those because I always see their food options and it looks good.
Hmm.
I haven't been to like a flea market in a minute.
Oh
I
yeah.
said, as a Queens girl, it's just hard. I said I would explore not Queen, sorry, duh. I would explore Brooklyn more.
Yes.
Like I've been to Brooklyn a few times at this point, like a good chunk of times in a few different areas. 'Cause there's a point where I like had to do like side work in Brooklyn,
Mm,
but it's just far. It's very
yeah.
far.
It is. It is. Yo, wait. Are you in Queens or Brooklyn? Like another.
No, I'm in Queens. Yeah.
Okay, I was like
Yeah.
the the transportation outside of Manhattan between like Queens and Brooklyn, especially, are like actual like they're actually awful because you have to
Yeah.
go back into Manhattan to go to another part of Brooklyn instead of just going directly down. Like
Go
they don't
through.
like they don't, I don't know why they don't have any like
Apparently, it's supposed to be a thing in the works that we probably won't see until 2070.
yeah, I was like, we're gonna be gone. What the
Yeah.
heck?
Like,
Yo, yeah.
seriously, but
I
like back in my day.
literally because I tried to go to Prospect Park to Williamsburg / Bushwick. It was like an hour, and then you had to go back and in, and I'm like, or like,
In addition to like New York things that I want to do, I was hoping to travel out of country this year. We'll see. At this
yeah,
point, it's not looking too hot.
mm,
But I'm like, maybe if I could do like a Montreal trip, it's out of
ooh,
country, but it's like Canada, you know?
yeah,
But I miss London. I've never been to Ireland.
mm,
Things like that. Like I haven't used my passport since 2019, so that's something I really want to do. If I really had the budget and like the time
mm-hmm,
and just like got to just like fully live out, I have like a whole bucket list of like travel places I want to go.
yeah.
Eventually, I want to try a cruise. I don't think it's going to be my cup of tea,
No, okay,
but I would like to try a cruise, maybe like go to the Bahamas or something,
mm-hmm.
just to like get a feel and idea of it. I think if I do a cruise, it would be nice to do a Disney cruise, but those are
I was gonna say, I
money.
was like, maybe that would be really fun. So
I think it'd be worth it. Like if I was gonna do it,
yeah,
I don't know if you've seen. Side note: the Poop Cruise
oh,
documentary.
yeah,
Carnival, you're on thin
Yeah.
ice, friend.
No.
Like, I don't know what to tell you. Not even
Mm-mm.
friend. Yeah, you're on thin
Yeah.
ice, buddy. Like,
It's been
I don't
nice,
know what to tell
pal.
you.
Nice.
Yeah, because you always hear mixed reviews on cruises and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I'm like Disney, like they have a standard that they can't.
Yeah.
Like you know that when you go to somewhere that Disney owns, it needs to be high quality because they're on thin ice always as well. Like
Exactly.
because people know they got money,
Hmm.
so you can't be messing up because the check will be large if so.
Plus, they own
What's the
islands,
thing?
right? Like, if you're on a Disney cruise, don't think of
Yeah,
like specific islands that only Disney can go because they own them.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, but that doesn't shock me though.
You're like, oh,
They own a lot of stuff.
yeah,
Like I know I'm like a full on like, yeah, I love Disney. Let's go to the parks. I'm fully aware they own way too much.
yeah. It's
Like they
still
own way
love
too
Disney.
much.
They're coming out with a wait off topic. Wait, yes,
Mhm.
but yeah, the D23, the expo just released like a bunch of new stuff, and then like so
Mhm.
they're coming out with like a new animation Hexed, and then people were talking about that, but anyways. So yeah, I mean,
I-
I agree. I also want to try. I am going to California in the summer for a wedding,
okay.
so it's like
Oh,
another
nice.
thing. And then I'm going to the
Mm.
Dominican Republic next month.
We should have brought that up first. So
Yeah.
you're going out of country. Okay. Is it
Yeah.
just like a trip, like a friend trip, or just something that y'all had planned, or are you going by yourself? I love a solo trip too.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going with my brother and his girlfriend.
Mhm.
It was gonna be a family
Nice.
trip, but my dad and my brother they were like no, and then I'm like okay. But I'm mainly going because it's like my brother was like, oh, we'll pay for your stay and for your food for like your birthday.
I
And I
love
was like,
it.
they're like, all you got to do
Why
is
not
buy your
go?
flight. And um, I was like, say less. Like that's fine. I'm like, as long as it's not
Mhm.
like, I'm like, it's not like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, I don't want you to spend that much. Like, the plane
Mhm.
ticket was like, it would justify the trip for sure. But I was just like, I was telling them, I
Mhm.
was like, I'll make sure. But it's like pretty inexpensive. I was gonna say a lot of what you call it, the Caribbean islands are Caribbean. Yeah, I did say it right. I was like,
Mhm. Yeah.
like yeah, DR.
From New York.
Yeah, they're pretty inexpensive because when I
Mhm.
worked at Target, I knew a lot of people from that was either from like Puerto Rico, DR,
Mhm.
Cuba, and they would visit home, and I'm like, if they can do it on a Target budget, I mean, there's got to be some way. I know,
Yeah.
but yeah, flights are pretty. They're pretty. But yes. So going
Yeah.
there next month. But those are my only
Okay.
two trips that I'm planning. So
Okay.
yeah.
No, that's good though. Like that's a good balance to me. People say at least like one per quarter or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know I took time for my birthday off. I just don't know where I'm going yet, and that's the plan to hopefully do something out of country.
Mm-hmm.
Because my plan is to do a Disney trip again. I went in February. My plan is to go do a Disney trip, a big Disney trip
Mm-hmm.
in December.
Yeah.
So I don't want to. I've told myself I don't want to go to Disney World anymore in the summer. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
It is fun, but I'm tired of sweating all the
All the
time.
humidity. Yeah, I don't know. Florida in the summer.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm like, we have enough of it here. So I'm like,
I,
and the random rainstorms, like,
I was gonna say,
yeah.
yeah. I remember watching your video about that, about like budgeting and kind of like you're like, oh, like it seems like I do all these things, but it's like because um it's the way you budget it, and like these things that may seem like
Oh, you got to
like
move money.
are yeah. I was like, it's like a whole puzzle, and I totally get you on that.
Mhm.
I wanted to bring that up
No,
because it reminded
seriously.
me of that video. So I was like,
No,
yes, Kayvana.
yeah.
I was like, exactly.
That that's how I do it. It's really like good credit will get you a lot of places.
There you go.
That's really it. Um, but no, seriously, I love me a good points system, a
Mm-hmm.
good like, if I'm gonna spend this money, what am I getting back? And
Mm-hmm.
that money that I get back could be put somewhere else. So that's
Exactly.
how I do it as well. Um, so that's really it. I would like to do another Disney trip before then, like a small weekend trip. I did a day trip last year, a
Mm-hmm.
solo day trip. But flights just aren't day trip friendly.
Yeah.
Like I like to try to use most of my time, and when I did it last year, I was like, that was a lot.
Yeah.
I was literally there for like 24 plus hours because
Yes.
the next flight didn't leave till 6 a.m. the next day.
Oh.
It wasn't like there was really a night flight that really worked,
Mm-hmm.
or like an overnight flight or anything like that. It's something about New York to Florida where they keep it kind of minimal.
Interesting.
Um, EWR has a lot of good options, but I'm not going all the freaking way to
No
New
way.
Jersey
Mm-mm.
when I'm right here. Like I'm in Queens.
Yeah.
The airports are right there.
Mhm.
Like I so it'd be different if I was in Manhattan. I feel differently about that, but I'm literally like they're right here. So
Yeah, I know. I
it
hate
doesn't make
Newark.
sense.
I'm like, I like LaGuardia. Apparently it
Hmm.
was really bad, but then I guess he
I was about to say
renovated
that's
it.
a good
Yeah,
thing to say now these days.
yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, I really liked because it's just so convenient too. Because I take like one bus because I'm up
Okay.
in Harlem, so it's like
Oh yeah.
125th ish, so it's like right
Hmm.
adjacent to it. Um,
Hmm.
JFK is easy. It's just one train. I feel like every time I go to Newark, I find like a new way to get there because it's just so confusing. I'm like, I've been through
Yeah.
bus, been through train. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know? I'm
Hmm.
always just scared of Newark. But that's really cool. Yeah. Hopefully
Yeah.
that December Disney trip comes through and then um,
I'm determined.
there you
So
go.
it will definitely will happen. It's a matter of how and exactly when. But no, I'm super determined on that. Um,
Do you have any
and if
tips? Oh, sorry.
oh no, no, go ahead. Yeah.
Do you have any tips to survive a New York summer? Like, because I guess this is gonna be my first like full one, um, and I don't know, maybe, yeah. What are your things that you've discovered that you're like, oh, make sure you do this and make sure you do this?
I despise New York summer weather.
Oh,
I love the summer vibe. I despise New York summer
mm,
weather. You must have a fan on you at all
mm.
times, and you're going to need it when you are waiting for your subway train.
Oh.
You think it gets hot outside. You are roasting in a crock pot inside that subway station. So just know that. Um, I fan some there will be times I get mad at myself if I forgot my fan that day.
Mhm.
Um, cool clothes for sure. There's really just you just suffer.
All right, all right. You're like,
I was like, you
honestly, it's
suffer.
just
I have a fan, so you could suffer less, but there is suffering involved.
got it.
You're sweating the minute you walk outside.
Hmm. Love that.
Um, especially I'm someone who sweats easily,
Hmm.
but the humidity on top of that too, it's just like it's really yuck. I mean, you kind of got a taste of it, a very nibble,
Yeah, nibble.
um,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
nibble of it,
yeah.
because that humidity started to creep in. I'm still feeling it now, and the weather has dropped, but
Mm,
I still feel it. And in my apartment,
hmm.
holds in that heat for a minute.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, this past like
yeah,
week was hot. I was very, and
mhm.
now it's gonna be cold and rainy for like, I think today it's
I
supposed to
love that.
rain, and then
That's my vibe.
yes, I feel yeah. I'm like, but I turned on my AC because it's starting to get hot, and I'm like, this is only like 80 degrees. I'm like, I'm gonna die in the summer. I think I have to accept my death.
Yeah, I was like, you have the AC, like that is a great thing to have.
Hmm.
That my bill goes up on the
Yeah.
summers, and I just have to just take the bill, man. It's really annoying, but
Hmm.
I'd rather not suffer. Um,
I also
because it gets really hot.
I find that so interesting. I don't know if this was on the topics, but I was gonna say like the differences between a New York summer and a Cali summer. I like, for example, like
Oh, mhm,
AC in California, I was just like, I'll just deal with it. Like I have my like fan by my bed. Like I don't use it, at least like where I lived. I didn't use the AC as much. Maybe that's because I was like,
mhm.
coastal. But then Hayward is also in the Bay Area, so I'm sure like during the summers it was you also got like the coastal stuff. I don't know, but I feel
Yeah,
I feel like here I feel like it's mandatory to have an AC because if not, like you'll literally die. Like it's insane.
yeah.
So
But there's people who don't, so I'm like, I just like I. Yeah, it's like I feel bad because it does get really when we're hitting that 95,
hmm,
in New York and it's humid outside, like it's tough. Some people really love it. That's their vibe. I
yeah.
am a fall girl to be honest, but
Yes.
if we're doing winter or summer, I'm a winter girl all the way. And I've talked about this on my TikTok page, my
Yes.
Instagram, things like that. I stick beside that every time.
Hmm.
Or even a crisp 70, I don't mind that. But when we start
Yeah.
getting higher, that's the
Yes.
problem. Yeah. So I'd say at least have like a handheld fan on you. Like I do that just to I'm suffering, but at least I'm like just take a breath, Kivana.
Yeah.
Especially also like when you're traveling for work and stuff and it's
Hmm.
like packed and it's just so it can be a lot sometimes. So just
Yeah. All right.
be
Thank you so
aware
much for
of
those
it.
tips. That was awesome.
I don't know how helpful I can be with that, but yeah, no. I try in regards to that I love the summer vibe. It's just really hard
Mhm.
when you're someone who runs hot already.
Yeah.
Like literally when it's super hot, I when something cold touches me, I feel like I'm like gaining superpowers. It just that feels like that's how opposite. Like I'm super warm and
Mhm.
something cold finally touches me and I just like wow. Like
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, I get that. I literally I'm the type of person where I sweat through my shirts and like
yes,
and
same.
I'm like also if you have any tips for that, you can or any other
You
viewer,
just
you
you
know,
just
just
sweat. It
drop
is
a
what it
comment or
is.
something because
Yeah.
like I'm like I've tried so many deodorants, I've tried so many things, and like I would be sitting and it would like just start. I would just like have it there. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
And I remember like the little nibble I had of summer. Like, yeah, I would. You know, I'm like, wow, ready to take on the day. I like step outside and then my shirt is drenched, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
So, no, that I mean, you just sweat. You're just gonna sweat. But like you said, deodorant. All the deodorants for all the places.
mm-hmm.
It's always a good place to go. Um, is what I have learned.
All right,
Um,
yeah.
if you're traveling, like if you're doing a lot that day, for me, I mean, I dance, so that's also another
Oh,
layer.
nice, yeah.
So I'd have clothes. I'd wear my dance clothes, and I have clothes for after the dance class, and if needed, I'd have clothes after the dance
There
class.
you go.
So I would like just a lot of backup clothes because I also don't like feeling sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like, we're changing shirts
Yeah.
now, like things like that, because the travel to and from
Mm-hmm.
or and then you're like you're already sweaty and I'm like no I need a refresh
Yeah.
before dance class and things like that, so if you're out and about all day that plays a part too.
Yeah.
um for example, going back into like bucket list items, I love museum trips.
Yes.
So sometimes I'd have museum outings,
Mm-hmm.
so just knowing what you need, like I love a good flowy pants. Shorts are going to be your friend, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
um a flowy shirt or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and just yeah, I take it easy. I think that's what I do more so than that's what I just kind of it's calm.
Yeah.
New York is quick, but I'm hot, so we're gonna slow it down a little bit. I'm still speeding if it's a crowded place. I like to speed through places because eh,
Yeah.
if it's touristy and stuff, I'll still speed through because I'm like I need to get in my way. But
Yeah.
like for example, I love the Met Cloisters.
Yes.
Very calm,
Mm-hmm.
very, and all the way up top. No, tourists don't really go up there. It's very much still just general vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You walk through the park. You go up to the museum. It's
Mm-hmm.
just very chill. I remember the first time I went, it was a nice breeze outside. Like that was a nice summer day. So you
Mm-hmm.
do have your cool summer days as well.
Yeah.
And then the Met itself is really lovely. Get AC.
I was gonna
When you're out and
say like
about, can
free
you find anywhere
AC.
with AC?
At least for New York residents,
Yep.
I'm like the museums are free for tourists. Sorry, but yeah, free AC to hop in there. Maybe
Yeah.
did that a lot last summer where I'd be like, wow, do I need a new pair of shoes at this store? Let me just go browse the selection.
Just walk,
Yeah,
window shop, but you're window shopping on the inside.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So fun.
And yeah, no, literally, I do a lot of that. And also just finding new places to explore. That's not bad about it. So, I said I would also like. I don't go to Harlem much, to be quite honest.
I love Harlem.
Um, I
Come
know.
on.
I just don't go up there. That feels far as well. I
Yeah.
think for me, I used to work in the Bronx, so it's just
Mm,
like,
yeah.
I'm like anything over that hour and a half mark, I'm just like, I don't want to do it no more.
Mhm,
But I said I want to just like drop myself out of a location as if I was a tourist
mhm.
and just walk around.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to know where to go. I just need to drop myself off and just see what happens. But I was in Harlem last year though because I was taking swim classes
Yeah.
in Harlem. But other than that, like yeah, I need to just let myself do more of that randomness.
Mhm.
Um
I was gonna
oh,
say,
I want to go to the Bronx Zoo.
oh,
Slide add on that too. That's been on my list for years. Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, have you been to the Brooklyn one? Because I know I didn't realize they had a zoo over by
The
Prospect
zoo.
Park. I was like, okay, very
They
interesting.
just brought it back within the past few years. I don't
Mm,
remember the exact year, but they just brought it. It might have literally been the past year. Let me look that up real quick.
wait,
Um,
as you look that up, you've been here
mhm.
since 2020?
Oh no, that'd have been cool though. No, 2022.
2022.
2020, I got by the COVID market.
I was
Yeah,
okay.
I had no job.
Okay. Sorry. I
Yeah.
asked because I was like,
No, you're good.
when you're mentioning that it's been a few years, I was like, yeah, because you've been here in the city like quite like a while. And then I was like, was it COVID? I'm like, I don't know. But
Yeah, no. So it's only been 4 years.
that's wild. It's basically
Um,
like another bachelor's degree. You got a bachelor's in New York now.
right? No, apparently I need at least 10 years to be official.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
that's what the OGs are saying,
Okay.
which I'm like, you're fair, you're valid in that. Um, whatchamacallit, yeah, they just opened back up in 2024.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they were closed for a minute. The
Mm.
zoo was closed for 239 days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's what it was. It was a tropical storm,
Oh shoot.
and so they had to fix everything. The
Mm.
tropical storm, the Ophelia, that
Mm.
was in 2023. They had to fix everything. Yeah, so they were closed for a chunk of time, and then they had just reopened back up. But I've known that they had one. It has been on my list as well. So that when I do another Brooklyn day, that would probably be the thing I do.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, the Queen Zoo. If you ever want to come, they have like a little farm style vibe.
Oh, so
So they have
cute.
like little goats and stuff, and you can
Aw.
feed them. So that's really cool. It's very tiny, very small. So that's why people don't really talk about it. But I think that's the beauty about Queens. But I don't, in respect of like also people who are from Queens, I don't hype up Queens because they probably don't want it hyped up.
Got it. They don't want like
They like
everyone to.
that people don't pay attention to Queens because I mean you see what happens to Brooklyn, you know?
Yeah.
Um and so but yeah, I love those little things about Queens. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to do more stuff like that. I think I'm trying to solidify more of my list in regards to things. I want to go out of town,
Mm.
whether it's somewhere nearby like Philadelphia or if it's somewhere like, completely different state, like if I'm going to Chicago or something,
Yes.
Illinois, Chicago. Because Chicago's been on my list for a minute, or if I am able to do out of country, that would be lovely.
Mm-hmm.
In
DC is
general,
also
and
a
then
train ride. If
I don't want to go to
you're like,
DC.
no.
Yeah, if Kamala was there, I would go to DC. I don't want to go to
Yes.
DC right now.
That's
I'd be
actually
like,
very true. Very valid. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
I was like, maybe I'd feel a way about DC differently. I was like, right now, I don't want to go. I know they have their own, vibes and things like that. But I was like, if I'm gonna go, I would want to see all the things, and I don't want to see all the things right now.
yeah, that makes sense. Valid.
But yeah, it's on my list at some point. But I'm gonna wait it out.
What about
until
the Jersey Shore? Yeah. You're like, no.
I don't know. Yeah.
You're like,
Don't cover me
you're like,
if you're watching from
no, you're
Jersey.
good.
Don't cover me. Not the Jersey Shore. I don't mind a beach,
Mhm.
but I need other things to be involved. So if I'm gonna go, I need it to be interesting. From my always understand, I'm not a party girl either.
Mhm.
Like I don't like being overstimmied. Um, and I get overstimulated with a lot of those things like that too.
God.
I'm very calm girl.
Mhm.
A very calm girl. So when I do beach days, I'm like I want chill beach. I don't want party beach.
Got it.
And that's what it's always given. And I could be wrong. That could just be my era of like watching actual Jersey Shore,
Yeah.
things like that. But no, if I'm going, I just don't see myself leaving here to go to the beach out
Okay.
there. Like if that makes sense.
No, it does.
Like because I'm like then if that's the point, I could just go to Rockaway,
Mhm.
which also is another option. I don't know if you've been yet, but I like Rockaway.
Yeah.
Take a ferry ride. It's really chill.
I was gonna say also, maybe I don't know if you've been to Boston yet. Boston's pretty chill. It's
I haven't been in a long time,
okay.
so it's on my
And
list.
then I
Yeah.
really want to go. Another thing that me and my friend were talking about, and I kind of want to do this summer, is go up to Maine to see the puffins, and go to Acadia
cute.
National Park up there. And then
Mm.
because I don't know, I just really want to see those puffins.
I didn't know about this. I'm writing this down.
Yeah, and they do have an Amtrak that goes up there. And I was like, ooh, maybe it'll be fun to kind of do like, I don't know how long it takes because it's like up there.
It's up there.
Or if like a flight's better or whatever. But yeah, Acadia National Park, puffins. It's in Maine. I feel like that I don't know. I just feel like I want to see all those lighthouses in Maine too. Get a lobster roll, have that
Probably
good
fire.
stuff. Yeah. Um. So yeah.
Okay, no, I'm gonna write that down. I I have a friend who's up there, and but I was just always like, "What the heck am I gonna do in Maine?"
You're like, what is up here? No,
Yeah.
yeah, do that,
Um,
do that.
so that's an option. I do love me a puffin and a penguin and all the ones in the family.
Yeah,
Um, no, that's good. I definitely need to explore more, and I love a good train ride. I really do. So, because I even considered taking a train to Montreal, but
oh
that was
yeah,
like 9 hours though. I was like, do I want a nine
go
hour
to
train ride
Albany,
right
New
now?
York. Perfect.
LOL. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I could just start checking off random places too. I don't It doesn't need to be like high
Something.
touristy spots, or
Yeah.
anything like that. So I'll see. I always also like to understand the vibe of the place as
Mm,
well.
that makes
Like not just hop myself randomly in somewhere. I'm like, what's it looking like over there?
yeah.
That's always my thing too. I also wanted to know before we wrap up, did you have any like personal, like summer bucket goals in regards to just like, here's what I want to get done this summer. I know some people do that,
Yeah.
based off the season.
Yes. I would say that for me, I definitely want to get back into the arts somehow. And like, I did a cabaret in February, but like, that's kind of
Gift.
it. And I put like acting on the back burner just because I was so unstable in life. Which is like kind of what I was going for when I moved here. I was like, let me see if I can actually put myself in a situation where I need to hustle and bustle to actually make it. And now that
Yeah.
I'm actually at a place where I feel comfortable, I really want to try to do more of those opportunities and and also
Mm.
find like a community, because I feel like like two of my friends are moving back to California, and so
Mm.
I'm like kind of like I already have a small friend group as it is now, and it's like that's going to become smaller, and I want to try to find like making friends is hard but easy here, because you really do have to like put yourself out there,
Yeah.
but easy because there's just so many different like cliques and orgs and just communities out there as well.
Mm.
And I mean, there have been situations where I would like strike up a conversation randomly because me and another person look at the same thing, and then I like overhear them, and
Mm.
then I'm like, oh, like jump in, and try to do it that way. But
Mm.
so I would say that's also on my bucket list. Basically doing something more artistic and getting back into acting/singing, and also finding myself some kind of community. They had like gay dodgeball, and then I was thinking about signing up for that, and then uh,
I
I
have Wait, hold on.
uh,
Literally, I was at lunch yesterday and I discovered this being a thing because we had just finished their sessions, and it was just like groups of like people in like the same t-shirts and stuff.
mhm.
And my friend was like, "Oh, like they have like a dodgeball, and they have like their like leagues or whatever
Yes,
or things like
yes.
that." And I was like, I had no idea this was a thing. Like I'm usually not out and about on a Saturday, to be quite honest with you. Like introvert social hour real heavy on the introvert part.
Mhm.
And so the fact that I was out and was like, oh my gosh, like they have like teams and stuff, and they were going out for like after
Like a
game
game,
lunch.
yeah.
Hmm.
And like I was thinking about it, and my friend Abby brought it up too. Like she gave me a pamphlet. She was like, oh, if you want to do this. And then I was thinking about it, and then I was like, I said no. I was like, but then I'm kind of like, it's like one of those things where I'm like, I want to do it for so I can meet people, and I think it'd be really fun. But then I'm like, also the time for like games and matches and practice. If there are practice, I'm like, is that going to take up time that
Mm.
I would be exploring on my own and maybe doing something that's more closely related
For
to
your
my
craft.
craft and my interests? And so I
Hmm.
think like I so that's I feel like the summer it's gonna come up. My like 1 year is gonna basically come up, and I think like
Hmm.
I set out a goal for what I want to do in my first year, which is like become like get a good job, make sure that I explored the city the way that I wanted to in
Hmm.
the seasons. And I think like as the year comes up, another big thing that I want to do is just like have time of self-reflection and kind of be like, okay, like what do I want to take out of the next year that I live here? Just because for
Yeah.
some reason, this past year, the permanence of being in New York has not hit yet. Like for me, I'm still like,
Mm.
oh, is this volatile? Is this gonna end any minute now? Like it's a very limbo space that I've been in, and I'm only now just kind of coming out of that. And so
Okay.
yeah, that's kind of where my top things that I want to do this summer.
I will say you're doing great. I mean, like
Okay.
it changing to a new city, especially a big city like New York, and on top of like not really knowing, where your finances stand, or like things like that. Like that's a hard thing to do. And I remember when I got here, it took me a minute to, hold on tight for a second as well. I came here with a job, a full-time job, but it was a stressful full-time job
Mm,
that I realized
mhm.
was taking up all of my time.
Yeah.
So coming here to experience more, of the arts, and then not doing the arts, I was like, "What, girl? What are we doing?"
Yeah.
You had to have like a lock in moment, and that was a slow growth. To be honest, really only in the past, 2.5 years have I really felt like, okay, like I'm really locked in.
Yeah.
I felt like that first chunk of time I did kind of waste being stressed out about just living, which is
Yeah.
so annoying, but it happens.
Yeah.
But I think what you did great was like you were traveling places too, though. Like you weren't just like, I feel like I was in the city and was like going to work and going home and
Hmm.
going to work, going home. Like there
Yeah.
was just not a lot happening. I was barely even, I think months I went by before I was like, girl, you haven't even really taken a dance class, like,
Yeah.
so that it
And
happens,
now
but I
you're
think
doing
you're doing solid.
shows and you're amazing. Oh my gosh. That
Right. Thank you. Thank
yes.
you.
Incredible. Like
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, I no regrets, but you look back and like, dang, when this could have started earlier. But then
mhm.
I also think like things just happen at the time they're meant to happen. And so this
Exactly.
is your timing now. And it's just like,
Yeah.
so I let that go.
And I think
Um,
like I find that you sharing your experience is very helpful because, I think
mhm,
that you like are very relatable. And like for example, I'm like, yeah, like you've been there. I'm like experiencing
mhm,
that. I'm sure like other people that are moving here will experience that too. And just like
for sure.
knowing that that feeling is kind of just what is it called, felt by a lot of people is just it's a little comforting in that fact. And kind of like,
Mhm.
I appreciate like, I guess basically I'm trying to say I appreciate you like sharing like your experiences and your story and just kind of being like, okay, like
Yeah.
I'm not alone. Like, no, this is actually what people
Mhm,
feel and it's okay. And we'll
mhm.
just find our own path, like you said. And woo.
Yeah, and it comes
Yeah.
through. Yeah. No, I like sharing because I know I'm not like alone, and like we all go through certain things in different levels of it. So I think even when I did my reflections episode in 2024, is like the final season of season two, final episode of season 2.
Hmm.
Um, even talking about that of being like, I'm changing my life around, y'all, and
Yeah.
it's I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I was working at home for a couple
Yes.
extra dollars, selling pillows, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
things like that. And it was like it needed to be done. I was making TikTok money,
Yes.
things
Yes.
like that. TikTok don't pay like the way it used to though. I'll say that.
No.
But the fact that it helped pay my rent out
I
that time
mean,
period, I'll take that. Thank
hmm,
you. Needed that very much.
hmm.
But then the taxes came and was like, girl, give me that. I
They're
need
like,
about
give it
30%.
actually.
Yeah, I need about 30% of
Not the
that. Thank
taxes.
you.
No. I feel that.
But no, yes, so annoying. But no, yeah, seriously. I think for me, in similar style, I want to keep working on my craft. This is the first year in the past 2 years where we're not working on anything with like Alvin Ailey extension.
Hmm.
And so like the past 2 years I have been working on Sacred Songs, and now like Sacred Songs is done. Like we're
Yeah.
not coming back for Sacred Songs. So I'm like, what am I doing this summer? Like, so that kind of feels like, okay, like I'm gonna be like, hey, y'all want us for anything else? You
Yeah.
doing anything
Yeah.
else anytime soon? Would probably not. You probably like, I need a little brain break. It takes a while to put a piece together.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I just want to just find new things to do and
Yeah.
maybe get back into dance teaching. Never again full time.
Yeah.
Never that.
I was gonna say, ooh,
But I would love to teach. I want to get into a space of like being able to teach adults and stuff, but I'm fully aware that means I have to put myself out there to prove that I can do that.
yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, so I got to post. I could post on my, the introvert social hour. I post on my Kvana. I got to post my dance stuff on my, my actual personal page. So
Hmm.
that's something that I'll be working on. Maybe by the time this episode comes out, I've done it already. And I'm like, who knows? But we shall
Yeah.
see. But
Okay.
yeah, those are some personal things, mainly like creative stuff. They are going off in the back, mainly some creative stuff. And Um, Also, just making sure I'm not letting work kind of take over.
Yeah.
That's always been my priority. It's like you're I need you for money. And other than that, like
Yes, exactly. That work life
I always
balance.
dreamed
Yeah.
of working in like tech. Like, no, that is not true. Like
Yeah.
there are people who do. No shade, no shade.
Yeah.
That is not what I want to do. That is not.
Like,
I'm a very
not for
much
me.
creative girl. Yeah. So we shall see. But those are some of the bucket lists, like travel wise and personal wise. I think those are some of the things. The plan is to make a solidified list, and
Yeah.
I like to check it off and see how far I get in it.
Mm-hmm.
My book goals, I'm
Mm-hmm.
behind right now, so maybe for summer I'll be like read 15 books, things like
There you
that.
go.
And maybe find a few coffee shops I've never found before. So
Yes.
simple things like that.
Yeah. I
But
like
yeah,
that. I'm gonna take that too. I'm like, I also fell behind on my books. So I like, I've been reading the
it
same book
happens.
for months, and I remember when I first moved here, I'm like, huh. But then again, I didn't have a job. So like,
You were too stressed to read.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you so much, Chris,
Of
for
course.
talking about all of this. I know we even kind of talked about a few different things in relation and similarity, so that was really fun.
Yeah.
For listeners out there, I hope you got some ideas. Some New York ideas, especially too, if
Yeah.
you plan to come out here for the summer. We talked about New York a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but also how you can take those New York ideas and apply them to where you are. Especially if you're in California, there's a lot of options too, and other really big cities. I'm even thinking like New Orleans. I hear
Mm-hmm.
it gets real
Oh
humid down
yeah.
there too. But yeah, New Orleans, Chicago, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure there's stuff out there for you to kind of, get ideas for. But definitely do something in the summer. Work is not all your life needs to be.
Exactly.
I know you're tired and stuff like that, but I think if you fill more of your personal cup, that's what's really going to give you that energy back. So have the proper rotation in your life. I think that's really important, which is why I want to talk about this and kind of give people ideas. Maybe they do go on a hike at a national park.
There you go.
Maybe that's the vibe for this summer, but who knows? Well, thank you again, Chris.
Yeah. Thanks for
For the
having
people out
me.
there, check out all of the information for Chris in the description of this podcast episode.
Yeah.
You can find out where to find him on the socials and all the things like that. Make sure you're following me at the Introvert Social Hour on TikTok, Instagram, and on my YouTube channel. And yeah, that's it. So I will see you next week. Get some sunshine, get some air, and I will then see you next week on the Introvert Social Hour. Have a good day. Bye.
Peace and love.